Good evening, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal.
And welcome everyone to a We should have a fan favorite here tonight. Two fast break teams. Lots of highlight reel plays. Doris, what can either side do to try and slow down the other?
Well, both teams love to take turnovers and turn them into highlight reel dunks. So one, you've got to take high quality shots, take care of the basketball, make sure you're getting good shots every trip, Kev.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Lynn and Russell are in the backcourt. Down low, it's Booker and Mozgov. And it's Crabbe in at the small forward. On defense, the Nuggets, they come in fresh off the win against the Warriors.
And guys, they just got so many good looks in that one, and the defense never able to affect their offensive rhythm.
Well, I think the defense from the other team was simply porous. There's no other way to put it. So many openings, and they made them pay for it.
And here's Moutier after D'Angelo Russell hitting the three. Here's Millsap, and the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside, Lynn. There's Crabbe with the three. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Crabbe's got himself on the board with 3 there. Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Down low, Mozgov with the steal. Crabbe with the ball. Chandler on him. Crabbe, good. Crabbe's got 5.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Ball's knocked loose. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Mike Malone. David?
Well, Kevin, they're going to keep it simple tonight. He wants to run everything through the low post. He told me physically we're the stronger team. We need to use that strength to our benefit. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Millsap after Jeremy Lin's bucket. Knocked away. And again, Denver no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Crabbe kicks to Lynn. And the Nets, another 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
It's been a slow start here for Denver. 11-point game. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. And the Nuggets over the past few seasons have done a great job as an organization of collecting talent.
And with that steady approach, they've been able to develop a star with Jokic. The Nuggets took a very disciplined approach to building this team, and you can see the depth they enjoy, and it all starts with the job this front office has done.
Now here's Chandler. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game, and the shot goes in.
And great pick there by Millsap, just clearing out space.
Here's Lynn. Booker outside. Feeds to Russell. There's the dish to Crabbe. Lets it go from deep. Here's Mozgov. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
In transition, here come the Nets. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And there's the pass to Millsap. Here's Lynn. No good on that one. And Denver the other way now. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
Yeah, tough place to play on the road, and you just saw how comfortable they were shooting the basketball.
Amazing, Greg, that the hostile environment had zero effect. Instead, they embraced the challenge and absolutely shot lights out.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That's his first foul. Doris, looking at the way the playoffs are set up, the top 8 teams from each conference get in. So at what point might the league eliminate divisions altogether?
I don't think that's far in the future, to be perfectly honest with you. What I'm as curious about, Kevin, is would they ever see the teams, regardless of Eastern or Western Conference, because there seems to be some disparity in level of competition. Is that something you'd like to see, Kevin, where the teams are simply seeded 1 through 16 based on record?
I don't think I'd mind it, Doris, but I do like the fact that, kind of like in the other sports, where you don't have the familiarity, but you always think about what would it be like to see a 5-game series, Cleveland Golden State, whereas in the regular season, just there and at home. And there's something, I think, kind of mysterious, and you can project so many different things. It's great fodder before a series begins.
No question. It'll be very interesting to see which direction the league goes in.
And it goes down 2 points.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Well, you better be more physical on the glass, because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Brooklyn. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Nets.
And the three-pointer was their preferred weapon. It can be a risky strategy, but it's one that more and more teams have embraced over the years.
Now here's Chandler after D'Angelo Russell's miss.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Dishes to Booker. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. There's Russell with a 3. It's good from long range. Russell's got a couple of 3s now in the first for the Nets.
And really, that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
You know, I'm surprised the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. You know, that's their preferred weapon tonight. Boy, you can't pin their struggles today on him. He's been on fire from the field.
And a name that a lot of NBA teams were in on this past offseason was Paul Millsap. His ability to shoot from outside and play in the post was wanted all over the league, and the Nuggets were the team ultimately that was able to land him.
And here is Chandler after Jeremy Lin hitting the 3. There's the feed to Mozgov. Outside Russell. Back to Mozgov. Booker outside. Lin from long range. Rebound by the Nuggets. And for the Nuggets, Millsap, Greg, seems to be what they want in the 4.
You know, he pairs well with Jokic and others on this team. Gives them some shooting and rebounding, plus his overall versatility is what separates him. The Nuggets seem to jump out of nowhere to sign him, but when you look at things, it really does make sense.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of this week.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Fareed's checked in for Chandler. Will Barton comes in for Gary Harris. And it's Jamal Murray in for Moutier. The Nuggets trail by 12. Millsap passes to Barton. Back to Millsap. And Millsap slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And Booker kicks to Lin. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. 13 points for Lin.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Pass to Millsap. Back to Barton. Ball's knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for Booker. He's averaging 11 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
Now, here's Millsap. He picked up 18 points in their last one against Golden State. Here's Fareed. And Allen with the block. And he's able to get it back. They recover it. Missed it, even after all those chances.
Just doing the job on the backboard. Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Murray kicks to Barton. Allen against Plumlee. Plumlee with the screen. Barton dishes to Millsap. Just 4 to shoot. Fareed, it's tipped.
Wow, fantastic to see Hollis Jefferson hit it twice on the pipes, extends out and sends it back. Some of that is about the chemistry that Rondé Hollis Jefferson has with his teammates, right? It's infectious when you share the basketball.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Now, here's Millsap. He's got 10. Over to the left wing. And Fareed kicks to Millsap. Shoots over Carroll. Another miss by Millsap.
I'm sure if he had the chance to do that possession over again, he would not have taken the shot.
And it's LeVert missing. The Nuggets trail by 17. Murray for 3. Allen with the rebound. And here are the Nets. They're on a 13-5 run. And it's Carroll in the corner. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback. Allen's got his first basket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Right. I mean, that's solid defense. At the very least, you like seeing them muck it up and make things difficult.
And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. Here's Murray. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Brooklyn ahead, up 19. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we... Here's Dinwiddie. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. And the Nets adding their own G League affiliate, the Long Island Nets.
Yeah, and the Nets franchise originally, remember, based in Long Island. So nice to have that homecoming. And of course, with young talent development, so critical for this Nets organization. Having that minor league team in close proximity, very valuable.
They've got Plumlee, Paul Millsap out there with Kenneth Fareed. Then there's Murray, and it's Barton in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Three-pointer, drains it from beyond the arc. Hollis Jefferson's got 5 now.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Murray kicks to Millsap. Rebounded by the Nets. Allen's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Carroll. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, this is how you make it easy on yourself. DeMarre Carroll gets close position on the interior and makes it easy.
Barton kicks to Murray. Stolen away. In transition, here come the Nets. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. He can't get that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team.
But Kevin, driving with that kind of force allows Carroll to be effective.
Now here's Murray. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Plumlee with the screen. Barton kicks to Plumlee. Now here's Murray. D right on him. 5 to shoot. Rob tries it from 19. Here's Dinwiddie. Passes it to Carroll. Here's Kilpatrick. A three-pointer off the mark. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Millsap attacking.
And when you talk about just a natural basketball player, I think you got to envision a guy like Paul Millsap. He just does it all. He's got the skill level and versatility at that power forward position. And in this league today, you have to be able to impact the game the way he does.
Lyles checked in for Denver. Moutier comes in for Jamal Murray. And a new group in for the Nets. Mozgov, he's checked in for Allen.
Timeout.
Trevor Booker comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Alan Crabb, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Dinwiddie. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And you look at all the different things that Paul Millsap does for you on the court, Greg. Don't forget about the defensive end of the floor, too.
Yeah, great point. And an all-defense selection. One of the great big men in league history in terms of getting steals. Just unbelievable hands. And you know what? He epitomizes consistency when you look at the course of his career.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. Brooklyn the foul. The Nuggets have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. That's good from Plumlee. Doris, you went from the basketball court right to the broadcasting booth. Having seen the game now from an analyst perspective, what might you go back and tell Doris the player?
Yeah, I'd probably tell myself to throw myself completely into the vibe of the team, to never, even if I were struggling as a basketball player, to turn inward. I would always say turn outward to your teammates and invest in what's going on with the group, and then that seems to make everything fall into place.
And mentally, too, I think you've got to prepare and focus like you would as a player when you are broadcasting.
No question about it.
Pass to Lyles. Over in the corner, Chandler. 5 on the clock. From 10 feet out. And the shot is long.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that one's good. Russell.
Well, you've got to look at this guy's shooting as one of the main reasons they've been able to build this lead.
Plumlee with the screen. Moutier kicks to Lyles. He feeds it to Chandler. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. Chandler's got his second basket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Lynn's shot is off. Nuggets have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Releases from 15, and again it's Wilson Chandler. Chandler's got 6 points. Nets have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. There's Lynn with the 3. It's hauled in by Lyles.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
Moutier passes to Plumlee. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. He's got 5.
That is a really pretty finish. Just gently dropped in the finger roll.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And with the tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Well, Greg, I think I love the timeout call. At least it gives you a shift in momentum. It's a smart move.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Jokic is checked in. And the Nets also making a change. LeVert's checked in. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Moutier, no good.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Well, I think you have to like the skill set of Trevor Booker. This is a guy who knows his role well and plays within himself. He's shown himself to be a capable big guy.
Moutier kicks to Lyles. Chandler outside. For 3, Harris hands it from downtown. Harris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
The drive by Russell. Mozgov kicks to Booker. There's Lynn with the three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Knocked away. Harris with it. He's picked up by Russell. Jokic sets the screen for Harris. Off the pick. Up again. And it's Russell with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 19. Lobbed up there for Booker. LeVert the pass to Mozgov. Lynn from long range. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Booker. Nets passing it around. Russell dishes to Lynn. Misses and the dry spell continues.
He's obviously still trying to find the range. No success this quarter. You wonder what it would take to get him to pass the ball.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
So Jeremy Lin is an aggressive player, Kevin, someone who will make things happen. I like how aggressive he is. He sets a tone with that aggression.
He's off on the second.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And the dunk by Chandler.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. A nice shot by Lin.
Well, you can't let Jeremy Lin get started. This guy's starting to feel it right now.
Moutier kicks to Harris. Jokic with a screen on Russell. And it's Harris off the drive and stolen by Russell. In transition, here come the Nets. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Jokic.
Well, you love the effort from Trevor Booker. His aggressiveness forcing the defense to get physical.
And Doris, you've spoken in the past about the art form of drawing a foul. Who are some of the best players that you've seen in executing that?
Well, I think the preeminent guy at this point would have to be James Harden, right? And this guy specializes in the and one, the 3-shot opportunities from 3. And listen, that is part of the game, and we do not want to take that aspect away, right? Because and ones have always been a part of the game. What we need to evaluate is at what point does a shot attempt begin versus those guys who are throwing themselves, or in James Harden's case, sometimes grabbing the arm of the defender and creating a foul where none existed before.
He's been very clever in perfecting that, and I give him credit because he has taken what's given and really exploited it.
It might become known if they make a change as the Harden rule, Kevin.
You're right. It probably will be.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Count that one.
Boy, when you deliver the ball to Mozgov on the interior, he knows how to get it done.
The Nuggets have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Screen by Fareed. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's top scoring teams. Number 1, the Nets.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Paul Millsap's checked in for Chandler. And it's Will Barton in for Harris. Here's Allen. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And really, the Nuggets, a stronger team than many had predicted last season. One area that troubled them was the defensive end. And when they would lose, it was usually by being unable to come up with consistent stops.
Plumlee is checked in for Nikola Jokic. And Allen drops them both. And for the Nuggets and their defensive issues, Greg, a lot of it stemmed from their lack of rim protection.
Yeah, the inability to challenge shots in general, for that matter. And they also had problems applying pressure and forcing turnovers as a team at the bottom of the league in terms of turnovers forced. Keeping the pressure on and starting to pad this lead around the halfway point.
Yeah, seems like they're starting to pull away a bit right now. They just look a little faster and a little hungrier than the opposition right now.
Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
And it seems like he's found a rhythm. Millsap connecting time and time again.
Here's Kilpatrick. And a miss there on the triple. Now Murray. He kicks it to Millsap. Here's Fareed. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's the Nets.
It's the 2K Sports halftime
The first
show.
half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. It was a fast pace for Brooklyn at the outset. Their exceptional focus and all-around execution immediately triggered a 15-4 run at the start. They delivered a real beatdown in the first quarter, ending with a whopping lead. That's it for halftime. Glad.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hand. And so it's Brooklyn with it, and Brooklyn looking who they've got. Down low, it's Booker and Mozgov. Lynn and Russell are in the backcourt, and it's Crabbe in at the 3 spot. A nice shot by Lynn.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Moutier pass to Millsap. And it's Russell with the rebound. Nets shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Booker dishes to Crabbe. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Gary Harris. The Nets have hit 4 of 8 from the free throw line so far. Folks, that's 50%. Not great work there. That's good from Crabbe. Jokic has checked in for Fareed. Both free throws good from Crabbe. And here's Moutier. There's the screen. He dishes it to Millsap. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, it's really incredible when you think about the evolution of Millsap's game. This is a guy who was a second rounder that's turned himself into a perennial all-star.
Brooklyn with the ball. Russell kicks to Mozgov. And Mozgov throws it down.
Well, you love seeing the big man Mozgov rise up and flush it home, really utilizing his size and length so well.
Chandler is screen. Harris outside. Millsap kicks to Chandler. Shot clock at 6. Can't make good off the pick.
Boy, he's so used to having a hand in his face that I think it caught him off guard to be that wide open.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Floats one. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And last season, how about the jump to true stardom that Jokic was able to make? There was a stretch where every game he just looked more and more incredible. Truly gave this team, I think, a franchise player in the blink of an eye.
That one off the back iron and out.
They've got to start working for better shots. Just 1 for 4 in the second half so far.
Crabbe, no good. The Nuggets have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
And for so many fans, Greg, of Jokic, it wasn't a surprise to see his play blossom last season.
And boy, did he. Jokic is so skilled for a big man, having played point guard growing up. Still very young and looks to be a star for a long time.
Denver calls timeout. Jeremy Lin really making a difference here.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from three-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
Moutier, no good.
The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job.
Lynn the pass to Crab. Back to Lynn. But they'll get another chance. Trying his luck deep. The offensive rebound. Lets it go from deep. And he's good on the three ball. Lynn's got 22 points.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Moutier dishes to Millsap. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Lynn.
Well, just look at the cluster in the middle of the paint. That right there tells you all you need to know about how they have built the lead they have. They are playing with more intensity on the offensive side of the ball, and it's the difference in the game right now. You have to love how they've approached this matchup.
One trend we've seen, Doris, is the shift away from one primary ball handler toward a more collective approach. Do you think that change is here to stay?
Well, it'll be interesting. I do think the NBA is very much a copycat league. So you think back to the 90s and the slowed down, grinded battles between the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks to now the pace and space offenses that is so much fun for us to watch. What's the next evolution? We saw the San Antonio Spurs play big. Is there a team that wants to reformulate the NBA, find success? As you know, everybody's trying to beat the champ. And right now, the champ is all about pace and space and equal opportunity offense.
Indeed. Moutier kicks to Millsap. Pulls up, high post. And the shot no good, a bit short.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Russell high post. Harris is there. Right side, Lynn. Here's Mozgov. That shot, no good. And Denver the other way now. Here's Moutier. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Millsap kicks to Moutier. There's the three. Millsap misses.
Well, he continues to have trouble with his shot, well below 50% from the field in this period.
And that's another fast break bucket. And this is the pace, though, guys, that's been working for him.
You know, I think, Greg, the faster the tempo, the better they are. And I love the pace they're playing with right now.
Mozgov with the block.
Well, the strength and the length of Mozgov make him such a force defensively. That led to that block.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
Now here's Moutier, defended by Lynn. Millsap passes to Moutier. Just 5 to shoot. The Nuggets with another miss. The Nets have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Here's Mozgov. And Mozgov throws it down. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
Mozgov just never gives up on the glass, right? He knows how to snatch boards and come up with the easy buckets.
Moutier dishes to Harris. Tries to snap the cold streak. And another miss by Denver.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
There's Russell with a three, and the Nets another three.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Millsap a screen. Miles kicks to Harris, and stolen by Russell. It's tipped. Outside Millsap. Here's Moutier. The Nuggets with another miss.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Nothing they're doing on the defensive end is working. They've got to figure something out, and fast. Ooh, with a player this hot, I don't see their lead going anywhere.
Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
I mean, how does he get that shot off? I mean, he had to angle that perfectly to get past the defender.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. Kenneth Faried comes in for Lyles. Will Barton, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. And Murray's subbed in for Gary Harris. Kicks it to Murray. Plumlee with the screen. Barton outside, feeds it to Moutier. The dish to Plumlee. And that one, good. Plumlee's got 7 points in the game.
That's an example of great communication. He knows the spot to get to, and the pass is waiting for him.
Dinwiddie kicks to Booker. Carroll with the three. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 7th assist in the game.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Moutier passes to Barton. Faried left side. Shoots over Carroll. Got a piece of it.
Look at DeMaurice Carroll get in space and block the shot. Defense at its best.
They get the rebound. Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength, just like that.
You know, it's an invaluable asset to have. He's as tenacious down there as anyone.
Here's Murray, and it's blocked, and they get it back.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
The Nuggets have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. The first one falls for him. Wilson Chandler's checked in for the Nuggets. And the Nets making a change here as well. Russell, he's checked in for Dinwiddie. Both free throws good from Faried.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
Russell dishes to Booker. And it's Denver with the rebound. Barton outside. Shot and game clock separated by 5. The putback. Faried controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Russell kicks to Carroll. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. They get a hand on it. Chandler a screen to the middle. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And so it's Brooklyn with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll return shortly. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Denver shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So on the floor for Denver, Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Jefferson, then it's Plumlee, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward. Back to Carroll. The three, and D'Angelo Russell with the three. Russell's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Brooklyn. Russell's gone to work from the arc, nailing all 4 of his attempts. Murray, the pass to Barton. There's one trend we've seen in the league, an emphasis on getting back defensively rather than pounding the offensive glass. I think of San Antonio a little bit when I think about that. Why is that, you think?
You know, I don't know if this is something cyclical and we'll eventually see teams emphasize getting to the offensive glass as a means to help them win. But one of the most dangerous aspects of the NBA right now is transition three opportunities. We're not even seeing teams get back to the hoop and build their defense out. At this point, they're sprinting to the three-point line and then building back toward the hoop. So a drastic difference. We'll see if it changes at any point.
Back to Murray. There's a screen. Plumlee with a screen on Russell. Murray kicks to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
I'll tell you, that's an assist that shows great sense for where his teammates want to move.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Nuggets making a switch here. Arthur's checked in. Free throw good, Booker.
And a big move for D'Angelo Russell this past offseason. Traded from the Lakers to Brooklyn. Now one of the major building blocks of this team that has embraced him wholeheartedly.
Arthur, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Lynn from long range drops in the tray. Lynn's got 15 points in just the second half.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
Well, it is all about the three ball nowadays in the NBA. And when he's hitting from there, it's going to make things very tough on the defense.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Russell against Jefferson. Russell dishes to Lynn. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got assist number 5 here tonight. And with the draft spot the Lakers had and the spotted history with D'Angelo Russell, you know, Greg, it wasn't a huge shock to see him move.
You know, it just seemed to me that Russell wasn't the right fit for what LA wanted to do. Still a very young and talented player who has a chance to kind of reinvent himself here in New York. He's shown a bit more maturity since that trade and since joining this team.
In the pass to Mozgov. Dishes to Crab. The Nets working the ball around now. Lynn kicks to Crab. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Murray dishes to Arthur. Back to Murray. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Booker the pass to Lynn. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lynn's got 35.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Murray kicks to Jefferson. The pass to Arthur. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. D right on him. 6 on the shot clock. Plumlee with a screen on Lynn. Murray, no good. And here are the Nets. They're on a 19-6 run. And Mozgov throws it down.
Well, we know this. Jeremy Lin knows how to run an offense. His ability to find the open man, uncanny.
Now here's Murray. Defended by Lynn. Tries to save it. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Trey Lyles checked in for Plumlee. Nets have gotten all 8 of their shots in the fourth quarter to drop. Truly remarkable. Lynn kicks to Crab. And a miss there on the triple. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Doris, when you look at the NBA draft lottery, so many of the top guys coming out are one and dones. How is that, you think, affecting the way the NBA game is played and coached.
Well, obviously it can take time because the one-and-dones are typically 18, 19, or 20, somewhere in that age range. So you wonder about maturity. Their skill sets are probably going to be, a little bit slower to develop. It's enough of a concern that Commissioner Adam Silver has addressed it. Whether or not the player representation will allow that rule to be changed about the one-and-dones remains to be seen.
Lynn dishes to Booker. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Booker's got 6 points in the quarter.
Lined it up and knocked it down. His second triple tonight.
Murray, the pass to Arthur. Over Crabbe. Arthur, no good. The Nets shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Richard Jefferson. For Denver, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And there's the feed to Murray. That one wide left. Murray's gone just 3 of 10 shooting from the field. Here's Russell. Again, the Nets for 2.
And great play call. Just so often an initiator. Russell can also catch and fire.
Murray kicks to Lyles, and Lynn comes to help. Lynn with the steal. Out to the wing. Russell with a wide open look. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Boy, he has exploded. You couldn't ask for a better quarter from a guy.
Denver shooting about 45% from the floor in the fourth. Here's the screen. And Jefferson wide open. He shoots. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Russell. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Russell's got 27.
Because of his size and how he can adjust, Russell really proficient at hitting the contested J.
1:51 left to play in the final quarter. Booker dishes to Lynn. Pass to Crabbe from the arc. Here's Mozgov. Kicks it out to Booker. And Mozgov throws it down.
And, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Gomez kicks to Lyles. Crabbe pulls it in. Crabbe's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep, and that has to be a relief.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Lynn.
Boy, I love the priority he placed on his passing tonight. It inspired great player movement, great ball movement. It seemed to me they knew they were going to get an easy bucket on every possession.
Crabbe the pass to Russell. Back to Crabbe. The Nets working the ball around now. Lynn kicks to Crabbe. The basket good off the assist from Lynn.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
Well, this is exactly how you put teams away. Late game execution leads to a tremendous win.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That's foul number 2 for him. Moutier with the ball. Now defended by Mozgov. Moutier kicks to Murray. And nothing is falling for him right now. Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. Crabbe dishes to Lynn. Down low. And Mozgov throws it down.
And on the road, silencing the crowd. What a dominant performance.
Well, they took control of this game from the outset, a commanding all-around performance and an important road win.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.